Hello, welcome to my HTML beginners friendly series. In this video, we're going to be talking about choosing a text editor or a code editor for writing your code. When you are writing your code, you are writing it in a program called code editor or a text editor. Let's look at what the definition of text editor is. When we talk of a text editor or a code editor, it is a program we use to write our code with. Okay, now here are examples of code editors you can use to write your code. Some are advanced, some are medium, some are simple to use. Now we have brackets, Notepad, Visual Studio Code, Bluehost, Vim, and a lot. Now on Windows, we have Notepad, and this is a program that was shipped with your Windows. Okay, and when it comes to Mac version, we have TextEdit. Okay, you can work with these softwares, okay, to write your code. When you are writing your code, you are writing it in a text editor and not a word processing program. Word processing programs like WordPad, Google Docs, or even Spreadsheet, these programs were not designed to write code. We only use it to format our documents. That is why we use text editors like Notepad, TextEdit, or even advanced software specially designed to write code, because at the end you'll be able to compile it into an HTML extension, PHP extension, depending on the language you are working with. Some of the text editors out there are advanced and they were specially designed for writing code. Now on top there, you can see this code is the same as the one below. That's A and B. There's no difference in coding, except B has advanced features and it will help you visually to write your code better. And that is an advanced code editor called Visual Studio Code. On top there is the same code, except it's not visually helpful to you as a coder. But as you're beginning, it's good to get your hands dirty with the one that, or the code editors that came with your Windows or your Mac device. Okay, so when picking a text editor, the simpler the better. Okay, as you're beginning, it's very good to have something simple to play with, and as you get advanced, you get yourself an advanced code editor. But in this tutorial, I'll advise you to just jump in and start using these advanced tools, because to me it's not all that complicated. Okay, you can learn as we progress. So in this series, we're going to be installing Visual Studio Code to write our code with. Okay, so I'll be switching to my browser and then I'll show you step by step how you can install Visual Studio Code, and we'll pick it from there to start writing our code. Alright, in this part of the video, we're going to be installing our text editor called Visual Studio Code, which is a program developed by Microsoft. Okay, so go to your web browser and type download Visual Studio Code. Okay, VSC, and then click on the first link. Now go ahead and click on the first link, download Visual Studio Code, Mac, Linux, and Windows. So I would simply click on this first link, and you are brought to a page just like this. Depending on your device, if you use Windows, go ahead and download the Windows version of the software, and Visual Studio Code no longer supports Windows 7. So go ahead and pick your bit here, and then you download it. If you're on Linux, do the same. Likewise, Mac, and then you download it. After downloading it, you need to run it just like a normal software. And after running it, you'll be able to have it installed on your PC. After successfully installing Visual Studio Code, you see a desktop shortcut like this. Just double click on it to open just like normal program. So I'll double click, and then this is how your program should look like. Okay, so this is the software we're going to be using to write our code. In my next lesson, I'll be talking to you, or I'll be walking you around Visual Studio Code and get you familiar with certain areas of the program, or the vital parts of the program. And then we'll see how we can create our first document with this software. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video.